The interview process is a very interesting dynamic. It's what we all do in business, whether you're an owner or even if you're a senior manager or even if you're a junior manager. As soon as you employ people, it's what happens. You put an ad out, you whittle down your applicants to maybe 2 or 3 that you think could fill the role, and then what happens? Everybody's on their best behaviour. The applicant is on their best behaviour for about an hour or so. The company's on their best behaviour for an hour or so, because the applicant's selling themselves to you, but make no mistake, you're probably selling yourself to the applicant. And then if they're really good, you might bring them in for a second interview, and you might involve 1 or 2 more people in that interview process to make sure everybody's on the right page. And then, do they fit? My personal belief, and I'm not involved in employing many people in this company anymore. It's other people do that, and I think that's the right thing, because they are the ones who have to really work with them on a day-to-day basis. And for me to come in as an owner of a company to say, you will work with this person now, I'm not so sure that's so the way, well, it's not the way I do it anyway. So culturally, it's a big deal. Certainly for a company like ours anyway, and I'd say for a lot of companies, you want someone to be fitting your culture. Someone can be really good at their job, whatever that job is, but if you know that they're not going to fit your culture, there's a chance they'll be a square peg in a round hole. And that's not good for the company, but also it's not good for the person, and you don't want that to happen, really. Oh, well, I don't think it's the right thing to happen, because it ends up probably in tears. You can always go and make some more money tomorrow. Even if you're an employee, you just turn up for work and you get another day's pay. But you can't get time back. I haven't found out the solution. If you can find out a solution, I wouldn't mind on occasion turning the clock back. So I think employing people, no matter what, it's a difficult task, and you've got to be fairly confident that you know where you're going. Because, for instance, especially in the upper echelons of management, you want to be going down a certain path. You need someone to fill that role. And in business is cyclical, and so you have some times when you need this sort of high-performing individual in that role, but at another time in the cycle, you might need that sort of person, because they're more a change person. You might need someone who's more administering what you're doing or just keeping the status quo, and that'll be a different skill set and a different person. So you want to pick the right person for the right time. To digress a little, I guess, but still on the same thing, I guess one of the things that I'm more concerned about over the years is the things that you're allowed to and not allowed to ask in an interview process. Probably that's why they've kicked me out. Because towards the end of my time, when I'd go into interviews, I'd sit there and look at HR. Can I ask this person if they're married? And HR would go, no. And I go, but I'm interested. They go, you're not allowed to be interested. Can I ask if they have kids? No, you can't do that. But I'm actually interested. I'm actually interested in the people. I'm not special. There are lots of people who own businesses out there. Well, I'm special for other reasons, but do you know what I mean? I'm actually interested. I'm interested in knowing, what do you read? Who's your footy team?